Under British rule, freedom of speech was quite restricted. Britain did not have explicit freedom of speech laws like we see in the US Constitution today. Instead, speech was limited by laws that prioritized the monarchy and the government over individual expression. 1. Seditious libel. This was one of the most significant restrictions. Under British law, it was illegal to criticize or publicly question the monarchy, government officials, or the Church of England. Even true statements that were critical of these institutions could be punished, as British courts didn't recognize truth as a defense for libel. Seditious libel laws were often used to suppress dissent and silence opposition. 2. Licensing and censorship of the press. Before 1695, the British government required licenses for all published materials, meaning that nothing could be printed without government approval. Even after licensing laws expired, the government continued to restrict press freedoms through sedition and libel laws, keeping a tight grip on what was allowed. 3. Religious restrictions. Freedom of religious expression was limited, especially for groups outside the Church of England. Catholics and nonconformist Protestant groups faced persecution, and there were severe penalties for anyone who dissented from official church doctrines or practices. 4. Limits on assembly and protest. Public gatherings, especially those for political or religious purposes, were heavily restricted. Groups needed permission to assemble, and anything seen as a threat to public order or the monarchy could be disbanded. The American colonists, who faced punishment and censorship under these laws, saw these restrictions as unjust. Their experiences with British suppression strongly influenced their desire to protect free expression and dissent, leading them to enshrine these freedoms in the First Amendment of the US Constitution.